Hello everyone. Welcome back to some Magic. As I usually do for these new set releases, I'm doing a few videos on the channel. They're not super popular, so I don't usually do very many of them, but I love playing Magic, and I'm always excited for the new sets. And so I'm familiar with the mechanics in this set. I watched some of the early access gameplay. I know some of the good cards. I'm not super duper familiar with the format. Like, I know roughly what the colors are trying to do and so on, but I don't know, what all of the combat tricks I need to watch out for or anything. And I may not know the best cards in every pack or whatever, but I feel like I'll do okay. So, Lorwyn, I guess, is a kind of Celtic lore-inspired plane that we're revisiting. The first time Magic went to Lorwyn was not a time when I was playing. I played briefly in... Let's see. Oh, gosh. If I was... Yeah, this would be in, like, 98 or 99 was when I was introduced to Magic, I think. But I was not at all serious about it. I was a kid. So I played a little, learned the rules, and then I picked it back up, I don't know, 5 years ago. Less? Maybe 5. Something like that. So the first Lorwyn was in between those times, somewhere between 98 and 2020. So, but I'm not, I don't know all the cool references to the old cards, but, well, come on, it's release day. The patch came out like 10 minutes ago. You can't even sit down to play your first draft? All right, anyway. What am I saying? So there's a big type matters focus. There's, I think, like 5 main tribes that, 5 of the color pairs are focused on having a particular type. Right? If you are green-black, your main focus should be elves. Green decks will have elves, black decks will have elves, but like that's the focus of green-black. What is this? Sig? Oh, all of these like flip cards are gross, right? 2 mana 2/2 unblockable, pretty good. When it enters or transforms, a creature gains when it deals combat damage to a player or draw a card. And you can pay a white, so it must be a merfolk, because blue-white cares about merfolk. Yeah. Turns into a different 2/2, and so like they all have this ability. At the beginning of your first main, you can pay the other color to transform them, and they have something that triggers when they enter or transform. So it gains protection from each color. Okay, I mean, this is just a great card, right? 2 mana 2/2 unblockable, solid already, and then it has this ability that you can draw cards and make other stuff unblockable. I don't really need to look beyond the rare on this one. I didn't see anything amazing. So I'd like to, aim towards blue-white, obviously, but we don't want to, like, absolutely fixate on it. I think this card is good, right? I know it's good. It's not blue. Is this fairy any good? It's okay, but it's for a fairies deck, so like I probably wouldn't have it with this. None of the other blue cards are that exciting, except this 2 mana 2/2 flash changeling is actually kind of cool. But I think I'll just grab this white uncommon that seems powerful. A 2 mana, okay, it's a 4/4, right? But it comes this set has -1/-1 counters instead of +1/+1 counters. So you get these like creatures that are way too big for their stats, but come with, or for their cost, but come with -1/-1 counters. Yeah, no, blue is not looking super open, except Unexpected Assistance is a really great common. Kithkeeper cares about Kithkins, so that's like the green-white thing, not looking that exciting. It also cares about Vivid, about having a lot of colors of permanence. This is an Elves card. More Elves. Tweeze is pretty good. I mean, honestly, I guess I'm taking a common out of this pack. None of these uncommons are that exciting. Yeah, and this is a great blue common, so we can stick with our colors while not compromising on power because the strongest card in the pack was a common anyway in our colors. 4 mana. Okay, so this is like a self-mill thing. Elemental tribal, that's like red-blue. We could certainly look at that. Great Kithkin card, just like some whatever removal. This card is pretty good, I think. All right, I'll pick up the red-blue card. Elementals might be open, and even if you don't have any white, this card seems pretty good. If you can splash white, all the better. It's just like a 2-mana 2/2 unblockable is pretty cool. Ooh, here's a big payoff card for the Vivid decks. So it's a 3-mana 3/3. Sorry, 6-mana 3/3 flyer that draws cards equal to the number of colors of permanents you control. Okay, and elementals and Vivid have some overlap, I think. Here's... Okay, right, Counterspell. That's certainly a card. One of the big mechanics of the set is Blight, where you blight by choosing a creature you control and putting that many -1/-1 counters on it. So this is Counterspell if you're willing to put 2 -1/-1 counters on a creature, or it's like what's the cancel? One blue to cancel. Okay. So I think that could have been a good pickup instead of whatever I took. The Vivid guy. But there's a bunch of like hybrid colored guys which help with Vivid as well. I think mainly right now it just sort of looks like blue is open. What is this? I'm not really in a position to play red-black goblins. I'm going to take some blue cards for now and see which direction we end up going in. I'm happy blue cards are coming because that's a color I want to be for my rare. Here's a Merfolk. It likes Merfolk, sure. Yeah, on this plane, Merfolk are blue and white, whereas I'm used to them being blue and green. Some okay black, but I'll take more assistance. This card is very good. 5-mana instant to draw 3 discard, but you can convoke it. So, like, even if you have no mana, right, you can tap out if you have, like, 5 creatures. And if you can block with them and then tap to convoke. Just a ton of refuel. Noggle of Mind, like, is a pacifism thing, but actually can also kill things. Because there's a lot of stuff in the format that... Feed the Flames, huh? A lot of stuff like you saw that enters with -1/-1 counters. So if you make one of those a 1/1, it just dies. Oh, also it has Flash. Okay. I don't think this is the greatest removal. Glamourmite is probably better. Feed the Flames is better. Maybe that's a signal for red. I'm not sure yet. Here's an elemental that helps with fixing. I mean, Wild Unraveling seems okay. Actually, you know what? With 2 Unexpected Assistance, I'm sort of all ready to play at instant speed and hold mana up, so I think counterspells are better than they might be. Okay. Okay, maybe we're actually going to play fairies? I haven't seen much black, but the blue I've been getting is fairy flavored. Interesting. Wow. Tweez coming back around. So what is this? No. So Tweez is a quite strong removal spell, I think. Burning Curiosity is pretty good. Aquatex Defenses is okay. I'll take the defenses. Oh, there's another. Well, now I wish I'd taken the red card. Burning Curiosity or Burning something? Inquiry? I don't know. It draws. More... So this is like... Okay. 7 mana, but it's Convoke. Bounce 2 things. And then make 2 1/1 tokens. Very powerful, but very expensive. I think elementals care about casting things that cost 4 or more, so like this is an elemental and it cares about that. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the big expensive card. Giant Fall. Oh, it's like a red punch. I wouldn't be shocked if that red common were the best card to take out of this pack, but I didn't, so. Grub, we're not playing black. Lofty Dreams, I think, is playable. Seer is nice. And so is Cinder Strike. Two great red removal spells. So, okay. Yeah, I think I'd like to try to play blue-red and maybe find a way to splash white for Sig. But 2-mana instant deal 4 is crazy. I'll just take another Sig, if you don't mind. Great. Any source of treasures or fixing we have our eyes open for now. But I don't want to let it push me too hard into white, because it plays just fine in a deck with no white, I think. As long as you're relatively aggressive. Because if you can't ever flip it, it's just got its ETB effect and the fact that it's unblockable. Oh, Merfolk. Do I have... I have a couple Merfolk, but I Feed the Flames is sort of whatever. Okay, I mean, I'm open to the possibility that we might still be blue-white with a red splash. Maybe I should take Evolving Wilds, but I think this is a big card to see. Pick 4. Several people on my left are not playing Merfolk. Fairy seems fine. I mean, 2-mana 2/1 flyer is kind of gross. It threatens to get in for a lot of damage, and then it also has this other cool effect. Flying matters in limited. What is all this? Liminal Hold, nice white removal. Another counterspell. Oh, I did take the other one. But I think Liminal Hold is quite... Well, 4 mana? It's fine. I think I'll take an Unraveling, though. Try to be heavier blue. At least until I figure out if I'm playing... what other color I'm playing. It's all pretty whatever. Grab the Bounce spell, which I think is actually supposed to be pretty good. 4 mana sorcery to put something on top or bottom, but it has Convoke. Grab a big Convoke white guy, I guess. Okay, this likes Merfolk, I guess. Oh, red and treasures? 4 mana? So far, all of our red is like pretty much removal. I think this we're not playing because we don't really have that many elementals. So we can play blue-white and splash the red for removal. So I didn't want to take a red like creature there. Or maybe don't splash the red. Maybe just don't play it. Sure. I mean, I don't know. A thing that has a way to become unblockable, which might help with our guy that draws cards when things connect. Sure. Merfolk like to be tapped. That's the thing the Merfolk deck is doing. It's like, it cares about Merfolk becoming tapped. And it's an aggressive... I couldn't really make up my mind there. I ended up taking the red spell. I think that's fine, but not necessarily best. Oh, this card is gross. Opened up blue rares in every pack? Is that true? I don't remember what I got in pack 2. But it's a 1-mana 2/2 flyer that enters as a 1/1. But then you can pay 3 mana to draw a card for every creature that connects during that turn. Yeah, really, really, really good. So every card in my deck costs 2. Could maybe use some fixing on that front. Some variety. It's like 3 mana, kill a small thing, and then sometimes you can pay extra to kill an artifact or enchantment. I think I'll just take a 3-drop, honestly. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll just take this Wayfinder just so I can splash the red removal. I don't need Lofty Dreams. Cinder Strike is very good, but a 1-mana removal that is splashed, I don't know. What? Hello? I don't have any cards? It just like, I didn't click anything. It just took the first card out of that pack without asking me. Okay, let's make sure that I do get a pack from this. Okay, some sort of bug in the new release patch, I guess. It just grabbed me a black card for no reason. Oh my god, the timer on these is so fast. Is that what happened? The timer was set wrong? I wonder if this... I didn't even see what card I ended up taking there. I wonder if this is somehow related to... Okay, I have time again this time. Okay, I don't really know what any of this is. They're offering Pick 2 draft for this format, as well as the usual Pick 1 and sealed. And I wonder if something somehow affected the timers of this event based on, you know, somehow them thinking it was a Pick 2 and like I was on a pick where I should have had 0 seconds or something. I don't know. I already have one of these giant cards. A 2/2 flash changeling is just kind of nice. Plus, it's a black permanent for my Shine Striker. Two mana, 2/1 that comes with a 1/1. Sure, sign me up. I should have no trouble beholding a Merfolk, I imagine. Ooh, only 8? Maybe I should have been a little more careful there. 4 mana, 3/3 that surveils. I think I'm just going to take another Glamourmite. Or did I not take the first one? I guess I didn't. Okay. Oh, I also have 1 Shapeshifter, so I guess we're at 9 Merfolks. But that's not really enough for a Typal deck. Perfect. This Wield. Yeah, Shine Striker's good, but I already have 1, and I don't have much Vivid going on. Like, I don't actually even have any red permanents. So a Changeling that fixes for me seems quite nice. Yeah, this is not... Actually, you know what? I think I want the Combat Trick over Lofty Dreams. Ooh, run away together. No, I gotta take a Merfolk. I have plenty of other kinds of removal-ish things. I don't necessarily need run away together. So, maybe it's not even worth it to splash the red here. I don't know. Because my only fixing... Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to splash red. It's good removal, but... My only fixing is a little Changeling. The 3 mana 1/2 that can search up a land. And I just need to have better mana than that. So now we focus on blue-white. This is a good card. It's not a Merfolk, but I think it's still good. It's much better in the kind of Mardu Blight kinds of decks, but probably still good elsewhere. I guess we'll see. I don't really care about these Aquatex defenses. I don't have anything I'm desperately trying to protect. A 2-mana 1/3 that can become unblockable. What do I have that cares about tap? It's like this gains 2 when it becomes tapped. This can untap things. This loots when you tap it. This buffs things when it's tapped. So that could make this a 2-mana 3/3 Vigilance unblockable. Kind of nice. This becomes tapped, it shrinks something. How many fairies do I have? A fair number, right? 5 plus a shapeshifter, so not that many. I don't think Rhyme Chill is worth it when we have so few colors. This fairy, I mean, without being able to flash it, I'm not that excited. Shine Striker is probably still playable just in 2-color. Creature count? Pretty high, so Convoke is certainly useful for us. I think I need to cut down on fairies and focus on Merfolk. I have several cards that care about Merfolk, right? Not that many, actually. Interesting. But some of the cards that... Yeah, maybe not so many. Maybe that was premature. So this, I guess, is all about my non-flying creatures, right? I mean, like, flying creatures can care about combat tricks, but less, because they're generally getting involved. They're getting in unblockably. Maybe I have a few too many big spells. But I also have a lot of 2s. Yeah, this cares about Merfolk, that's right. Maybe this counterspell's not so good. I'm trying to tap out and play my Merfolk. Let's, like... Okay, I'm still trying to hold Unexpected Assistance, I guess. And I don't think I need this. Yeah, it's a little, like, changeling, but I don't really need the fixing, and it's not doing much to... Like, I don't have that many cards that actually care about Merfolk. I have cards that care about doing the kinds of things Merfolk tend to do, more than I have cards that care about Merfolk. So, 17 creatures, pretty reasonable number. Merfolk count, lower than I would like. Fairy count? Fine. Not that that's a big deal. There's really only one card that cares about it. Then I have this Shine Striker. I think it's probably still good with just 2 colors. Maybe 3. With my 2-mana blue-black flash changeling guy. See how it goes. Blue-white is one of the more aggressive color pairs in the format. From what I've heard, perhaps even more aggressive than the Mardu-style blight-focused stuff. I don't know if I've built the right deck for it. We'll see. This looks like a decent hand. I have a Merfolk to Behold, a 2-drop. I don't know. I guess I don't have much after that. That's a 1/3, okay. Oh, perfect. I've drawn a 3-mana Merfolk. So I will show them the card that I'm about to play. Give them the least advanced warning about something that I can. I've been tweezed! I think a comment on Reddit. Someone was saying, maybe I misunderstood them, but they were saying, by the way, did you notice the cost on this is only to Blight 1? And, like, it fueled a lot of my card draw at my pre-release. And I think what they were saying was that they had an empty hand, activated this, and drawn a card. But that's not what the card says. So that explains why everyone else misread it. No, they actually had read it correctly, and you misread it. Yeah, we'll just throw out a 1/3 here. Anyway, so it's true. You can activate this even if you don't have a card to discard, but it won't do anything. You'll just blight something for free. So maybe I misremembered the comment, and they were saying, oh, it activates blighting for free, which is true. So red, white, black, blighting stuff is actively positive for them because they have stuff that uses blight as a resource. It's not always positive. You don't want your creatures to be smaller, but you build up a bank of blight, and that's like stuff you can use. They can cast this till next turn, right? The end of your next turn, yeah. So they'll have a counterspell up, and they have a changeling that draws. Nice card. So I think we just slap down a 4/3 here. Oh, they won't. Well, they'll only have a counterspell on their turn. So as long as I don't try to flash something in, right? Once they pass, they won't be holding up this counterspell on my turn. For each permanent... So if you target tokens with this, you still get Merfolk, right? They are returned to their owner's hand. They just cease to disappear thereafter. Okay, they're playing the Changeling and then blighting. Weird order. I guess they did till the end of your next turn. Ah, only when it dies. I thought this was when it enters. Okay. Well, this is a gross attack. Let's run out Sig and hold up tricks. This one, please. I attack. This, okay. This gets smaller, and this gets bigger. You go. We're hitting for 8, so this would not be lethal. And we draw a card. It's our land drop for turn. How nice. So what does this do on the other side? Gains protection from each color. Deals 5 damage. I could give it +2/+2. That doesn't save it. All right, you got it? I kind of think that was the wrong thing to target, but okay. Is this another target? No, any target. Ah. Got it. That's why they have another way to kill this. They've chosen not to blight. So I will keep this alive. Okay, see you later. Well, I mean, that was what the deck wanted to do, right? Merfolk on 2, Merfolk on 3. On 4, I think I played another Merfolk, didn't I? I've lost it. Here it is. And then just swing out with them as beaters. Making it difficult for the opponent to block. Oh, what are my dailies today? Blue spells. White spells, white spells. I don't play very many drafts on a single account in a given day. I don't usually play that many drafts in a given day. So the common wisdom about dailies like this is if you plan to just grind through all of them, if you're gonna play enough to grind through all your dailies, you should reroll any of the ones that give small rewards, no matter what they are, and figure you'll just achieve the high rewards no matter what. I don't play enough to do that. Oh, I guess this is a keep even with no white. Yeah. So I just try to get dailies that I can hope to accomplish in the current draft. Okay, we don't want to run out Sig because I'll miss the draw. So what I want is a flyer. It's a nice mountain. Is this the Lorwyn? I don't think so. I don't know what set this is, but I don't think it's Lorwyn. 2/2. Oh yeah, elementals. Is it elementals? Okay. No. I shouldn't have played my land, by the way. So I might draw planes that I would want to use and play instead. Okay. Yeah, which could have mattered if I'd wanted to flip this, for example, right? Okay, both sides can't be blocked. Joke's on you, I have another. And I'm so happy to be given a chance to play it again this turn. Protection from each color. I wonder why they worded it that way and not like protection from everything. Hang on. I might draw planes. Because the only difference between those that I can think of is that colorless effects can still affect it. I don't know why that would be important to keep that option. Okay. Yeah. They've got their elemental Matadork out there. I don't see any reason not to just run this out. Oh, and I surveil! Oh, what a beautiful thing. I definitely want to hit a plains this turn. So I can't pay white for this because it triggers at the beginning of my main before I've had a chance to play a land. Okay, this is Blight. I think I want to play this guy. But this is more expensive and is a flyer, so maybe that could make sense, but no. I think just this. Other merfolk get bigger. So my main constraint is not total mana, it's white mana. So all of these spend 1 white, and the blue doesn't really matter. I'll trade this off for their 3/3 if they want. I guess if they double block, I can trade for just a 2/2. That's fine too. I have blue mana up. There could be a trick here. Great. I read like a year and a half, maybe just over a year ago, a friend recommended to me a series of books called the Iron Druid Chronicles. I enjoyed them. I mentioned this because of Lorwyn's Gaelic, Celtic setting. You know, the Iron Druid Chronicles felt like they were written for someone a bit younger than me, but, you know, still an adult. And I enjoyed them. Yeah, I'm not blocking this, obviously. And I don't know. It's kind of nice to be faced with some... Oh, look at this. More white. What a guy. Do I do this? I could give this protection from everything. Or I could just develop these guys. Getting in for 5 already, this would make it 7. I think that's a good idea. This guy doesn't really matter. Anyway, so it's just kind of nice to be... It's colorless. The distinction mattered. How funny. But all they could do was jump with it, so that's fine. I was reminded because one of the... Oh, untap this. One of the... I don't know if it's a god or there's some legendary in this set. A white card whose name is Brigid, which kind of looks like Brigid. And if you just read it as like American English. Or maybe Brigid if you knew it were Celtic. But I know from reading the books that that name is actually pronounced more like breed. Like the G is basically silent. I thought it was like breed, almost kind of like a short Y sound. I Googled and apparently, you know, it's more common to just say breed these days. But anyway, there's your little Celtic knowledge bomb. Oh wait, until the end of your next... How? Oh. So I could have had this up on blocks with protection from everything. Well, I couldn't. I could have. This could have targeted itself to unblock. I see. I thought this was only till end of turn. It's until your next turn. Yeah, hit me. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. I also could have given this protection from each color, I guess, to make it harder to remove it, but they're already having a tough day. Like, I have lethal at the moment if they don't do anything to my 2 flyers, so even if they kill this, they're still dead. 2 mana in any combination of colors. Okay. I would draw a lot of cards if I wanted it to. Not this creature. Let's say... I don't know. This only targets Merfolk, actually. Let's say this one. Because this, I think, is what they're least likely to want to remove. Now, I could run this out and try to draw a bunch of cards. I guess I should. In case they kill something, I might need more... Oh, also, I don't have anything else to do with my mana, now that I look at it. If they manage to not die, I'd like to have some cards. I think, like, this is the least important creature in terms of the amount of damage it can deal, so that's why I aimed it here. Okay, this is a 1/1 with no abilities. You got it, friend. And this can be blocked. So it doesn't really have any attacks. Would you like to block? No, they can't. Oh, it's so gross. Draw 3. Oh, this has Evoke. No, it has Convoke. So I can play this out. No, I won't have enough mana, right. Oh, I will, yeah. I'll have 3 creatures. So I can bounce something if I want. Alright, let's just keep another flyer in case they somehow clear the board. There is a double red spell that can do that. And then, what could they have that could be a problem for me? A big elemental, maybe? A big board clear? Maybe I don't... Maybe I don't want to put something back in their hand. Oh, I should bounce this, actually, because the red board clear is, like, it's only as big as your highest toughness. So without a 4 toughness creature in play, they can't kill... Oh, they could. Yeah, I think I missed something here. I don't know if that was right. I was thinking this was a 2/4, but it's not. It's a 1/1. So that was probably the wrong thing to do there. Maybe I should have just bounced a Noggle or something to get myself another flyer. There it is. There's the big board clear that I was thinking about, but not hard enough. Well. So if I did this, I wouldn't control a merfolk. So it's not actually much of a play. Actually, this threatens to kill me. So I guess I do have to do this. Coming down to the wire here. So this will never untap. And they got me. I'm dead. All right. Give them the old good game. I mean, I don't think it was overcommitting on the turn that I put them to 1. Right? Because what did I do? I played out the thing that draws 2 cards, and then I drew 2 cards with it. And... I didn't have a way to play around that board clear because they were always going to have at least 3 toughness. Now, oh, I did. Yes. So that was... I did need to bounce the enchantment on my creature, because that would have given me something with... No. I still would... Then they would have still had a 4 toughness creature, so they could have just killed it. Right, this is the card I was thinking of. Blight X, which is the greatest toughness among creatures you control. And then blow up your opponent's board for X. Now, that's not to say there were no misplays, or even no misplays that would have made a difference, because the turn that I discovered how long the protection from every color lasts, I could have had a blocker with protection from everything up, and I didn't. So they got in for 4 more damage than otherwise, right? Because their 4/4 got in. And... maybe, like, I'd have 4 more life at this point. I would have survived this turn. I don't know what I could have drawn that would have converted into a win here. Because there's not really like a... there's not like a hasty card in my deck. There's not like a single card that untaps this after bouncing the thing that says it can't become untapped. So I'm not sure what I could have drawn, but I could have given myself a better chance. Okay, but now I know how my card works. At least one of them. 2, because I have 2 copies of Sig. Sig? Sig? I don't know. I'm not much of a Celtic pronouncer. Looks good, obviously. We're going to behold this guy and then probably follow up by playing it. Depends. I mean, making 2 Merfolk and then pumping them both could be kind of gross. Reminds me, actually, I didn't play much Hearthstone, but there was a card in the base... like there was a Murloc deck, right? And Silvergill Adept or something. I'm not a World of Warcraft expert. Some card that signs at Silvergill, maybe a scout, maybe a hunter. I don't really know. It was a 2-mana 2/1 that came with. I'd like to hold a Merfolk. That came with a 1/1, and they were both Murlocs. And it occurs to me now, this is almost the same. It's a 2-mana 2/1 that comes with a 1/1. I guess I'll just show them the 3-drop. And then you would follow that up. You would play like a 1-mana piece of garbage Murloc, and then 2 mana you get a 2/1 and a 1/1. And then on turn 3, you'd play a card that was like all your Murlocs have +2/+1, I think is what it was at the time. They've nerfed it since then. It's, I think, just +1/+1 or something. I haven't really followed along. These are big goblins. Or anyway, a lot of goblins. I can just play my 3. I guess that's better than anything else I've got going on. But it's a good way to enable trades. Right, swing with this and a 3/1 on the ground. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I'd like to have more creatures so I can convoke more easily. Actually. Yeah, I don't think I'm convoking Unexpected Assistance next turn. Actually, No, I'm not. I think I'll make this block. They have a combat trick, whatever. Ow. Because now I can play out my little Merfolk Lord so that they can't just trade this for a 1/1 token. They have to double block it. And then also give this guy flying, the flying guy, the ability to draw a card. They shouldn't have let this attack. Or shouldn't have let me attack, rather. Oh, I see. They can block here and put the -1 counter on the Merfolk if they want. That doesn't seem that great. Okay, they're going to lose both of them to get a -1 counter on something else. Fine. Plus I take a bunch of damage from this guy. On that? Why not this? It's I guess they're gonna just kill this somehow. They have like a deal 3 or something they want to aim at this. Tweeze. Okay. So are we paying the white here? I guess so. So that I can just have something to block their 6/6 with. You have protection from all colors. Well, I'm still worried about them killing this, actually. And if they have like a sorcery... No, Tweeze is instant speed. I'm going to aim at this, I think. And just attack here so that I have... Well, he's not blocking, is he? Maybe I should have... Okay. Maybe I should have had this have protection from all colors so it could block their 2/3. If they swung both. I don't know. Anyway, this leaves me not enough mana to Convoke, but then I'll untap something. So that's fine. Oh, it's other target. God, I'm so bad at this. It only untaps other Merfolk. No. What? Oh, I see. It has protection from everything. It can't target itself. Ah. So this combination does not allow me to attack with the creature. So that's why I needed to hold this back. Because it couldn't untap itself. I see. That is unfortunate. Well, alright. I guess I'm just going to kill this. I don't like how this game is going. Yeah, really, I thought I knew how my card worked. And I did. I knew how the protection from everything worked, but I didn't understand how it would interact with this. +2 in first strike. I only have 1 white mana. This is a 3/3 because it's a Merfolk. Okay. I guess I just pass? Holding up 2 mana things. The 6/6 is causing me problems. Oh, what does this even do? I'm sure I hate it. They're not doing it, okay. So it lets them blight 1 to make a 1/1. So kind of give them an outlet for blight, something to blight that doesn't matter. And when they played it, they got this back. Okay. Well. That's a 3/3. I wish this were a little bigger, but it isn't. I think I have to kill this thing. I don't think I can bear to trade here. Now, they didn't play this pre-combat. I guess they were planning to... Wow. Did they not realize their creature was going to die from this blight? Or did they want it to for some reason? Oh, this can get things back when it turns black again? I don't know. Strange choice. Well, I'm not happy. I think they're going to get... But there's a bunch of things they could get back. I don't know why they blighted just to get 1 extra card when it cost them their 6/6. Okay, am I dead yet? I'm at 1 if I chump. Oh, it makes a 2/2? Never mind, I am dead. No. Well... It doesn't matter what I block. I can't kill this, I can't block this, and killing this doesn't matter. Once again, I like... The combination of Sig and that Merfolk Lord that untaps things got me. I didn't understand how to use my cards. Like, I think I could have done way better stuff in this game and the second game, my first loss, if I had properly understood like what was going to happen. I'm not saying the cards are badly explained or whatever. It's just like protection is not interaction that I'm used to, or a mechanic I'm used to interacting with, right? It's a pretty old mechanic that doesn't appear very much. These days they have hexproof or something much more often than things have protection. And so, like, you know, protection from things, meaning, oh, also protection from your things, I'm not used to that. This is a great hand, obviously. We actually get out this fairy and draw a card with it on turn 2, assuming it lives. And then turn 3, maybe I can flip this. Draw more cards. Or not flip, but unblight. Gonna kill it? I don't know what blue-black does for 2 mana. I have no idea. I think there's a black... Oh, they're just gonna make it a 1/1. Oh, a 0/0. Sure. Yeah, so this is what I was saying during the draft, that Noggle the Mind can kill these things that enter with blight counters. And I don't really have much going on for my turn 3 anyway, so I guess I will pay the white to, if they let me, getting blight rotted or something, to give this protection from everything. Not because I need the protection from everything, but just because I want the ability to pay blue to get the draw effect again. Right. These things all have, like, on the front side, they have something that it happens on ETB and when it transforms back into the front side. So if you want that effect again, you have to make it into the back, and then re-transform it into the front side. Okay, so here's an elf thing. Blue-black elves. Well, not elves, but that card cares about elves. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do this turn. I might as well. And, I can't target this. Funny. Maybe it actually would have been better not to pay. But anyway, I could attack for 2, but I'd rather just have back an invincible blocker. Because if they attacked me, they would gain the 2 back. And they would deal 2 to me. So attacking effectively just costs me 2 life. Sorry, bro. It has protection from everything. Except colorless effects, apparently. I guess artifacts. Like, equipment artifacts are one reason. Obviously, we saw in an earlier game that, yeah, you can chump block with a colorless 1/2. Main phase, okay. But this, if it had protection from everything, you couldn't equip it with colorless equipment, I suppose. Is another difference between protection from everything and protection from each color. There's lots of colored equipment these days. You know, back when I was learning Magic, there was no such thing as colored artifacts. I will pay blue. This creature. I remember when I came back to Magic, I think, like, it must have been Throne of Eldraine or a flashback to Throne of Eldraine that was on Arena. When did that first come out? Yeah, 2019, which about matches when I picked Magic back up. I saw Ruby Slipper. I was like, what the hell is this? It's a red artifact? I still remember that was the first colored artifact I'd ever seen, Ruby Slipper. But it's very common these days. But also, equipment often is colorless, and so protection from everything doesn't make that fall off, at least. You gonna do anything over there, bro? Oh, I guess I could have, in my upkeep, played this if I wanted to give it protection from everything. But I don't really. Do I want to do... I mean, I do kind of want to do this. But again, I don't really care about the protection from everything. I just want, like, to have the ability to make it blue again next turn. So I think it's supposed to be this, and then just don't attack with it. Weirdly. It's missing 3 damage, but having this blocker up is really nice. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to have this be... because then I could threaten to block this, but... I don't know. I think I'm just going to develop this, and so I already do threaten to block the 2-2 pretty well. And now this blocks the 3-2 as well. But I guess while I have this on blue and I have a flash creature, I should have upkeep stops in case I want to flash this out and then give it protection. Because that would have been a nice thing to do. I don't need it this turn, though. Because then I could have attacked with this and had a 2-2, like, great card out here and still be holding a combat trick. I wouldn't have this on board yet, but oh well. What is... unexpected assistance. Main phase again. They must be missing lands. There's not really much other explanation for all this. Yeah, they're pitching spells. And I think it's a little bit greedy to give this the draw. But, because this is what they want to kill anyway, right? But I think I'm supposed to do that, because putting it on here, like, they just have an easy block for this. They don't mind chumping off a fairy, I think. And if they don't have a way to interact with this, it's great to give it abilities, to give it this draw thing. But if they do, I think it's... if they have something, I'd like the draw to be here. So that at least they have to chump off a fairy to deny me a card. I think that's the responsible thing to do. Yeah, see? They're planning to do something here. None of this is urgent. That's fine. Annoying, but, you know, whatever. Okay, now with 5 mana, what do we do to rebuild here? I think just run out a 3-drop and a 2-drop. And this is now actually a 5/3 Vigilance unblockable? Kind of crazy. Because when it attacks, I can tap this. Oh no, it's only a 3/3. It doesn't give itself any buffs, just... okay. What the... ah, stop! There's too many cards. What is all this? Okay, just a bunch of guys. So, do I want to flash this in? Is this what I want to have protection from everything? No. So I will go to my main here. Do I have a fairy? These are all merfolk. Okay. I could have a fairy, though. I will pay. This will have protection from everything. Oh, I should have... No, this is fine. 4, 6, 9. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I couldn't quite kill them by first striking something. Okay, let's try to get up to 3 wins to have a non-embarrassing performance. I mean, 2-3 isn't embarrassing, but it's disappointing for sure. 3, the jump from 2 to 3 is the biggest single game influence to the number of gems you get for your draft. So, 4 is the milestone I'd like to hit because it's pretty much your money back when you factor in the dailies. But 3 is really actually the most important because you're not getting totally robbed of gems. It's not my greatest opening hand. I should reevaluate, should this even be in the deck? I'm sure I have something better than this. Can we get him? I'm going to try to get him. It's new in the format. You can't attack with 1/2s into 2 open blue mana, but they may go for it. They may not know. Oh, they don't know. We got him. All right. Yeah, you get to make a 1/1. Good for you. Goes tapped, you gain 2. I think I'd like to get this out rather than run out my lords, that then I can play the Merfolk Lord and swing with both of these while they're huge. It's like the only Planeswalker in the format. You can't do that, bro. It just churns out 1/1s forever. Or it kills tapped creatures. Huh. Okay, it's annoying. Indestructible until end of turn. Why the Changeling, by the way? Surely this one would have been a better choice. Maybe they don't care about my life total and they think I may have creature types I care about other than Merfolk, which is true. I care a little bit about fairies, but not very much. Okay, so we basically have to swing all at a Johnny to kill it. And this combat trick would work. Or I could try doing this. Like, give this indestructible. That would give me a chance. I don't know. I think I just want to swing all at a Johnny, feigning desperation. And they get to at least eat one of my creatures with their 3/3. But then they don't because I have a combat trick. Oh, I did this wrong. Ajani has 3 loyalty. So if they let a 2/2 in, it doesn't even die. I needed to remove a counter from this first. Oh, they're gonna let Ajani die. Okay. I think you should have chumped here. Boy, there's a lot of complex plays to make, even fairly like in this set. Like, I don't know. Every new set has new mechanics you need to like get the hang of, but I feel that more in this one than I remember feeling in others. Maybe it's just because it's been a few months. Maybe it's because I didn't play much Avatar and it didn't have that many new mechanics. I mean, it had like Airbend, Waterbend, Firebend, Earthbend, and so on, but like, I'm sure I got Airbending wrong a time or two. But like, the nuance of how to play with those is not that complicated, whereas it feels like I've messed up with this already. Okay, they're just gonna exile my guy. Spend their whole turn on that. Fine. Well, this Blight's not doing any good sitting on the shelf. So I could swing everything here to get in like 6 damage, presumably. But I'm getting in 4 just attacking with this. I think that's good enough. Offering them one of these in exchange for like 2 or 3 damage doesn't seem worth it. Maybe it was worth it, actually, because I have this 3 flying damage, and if they were 3, it would be lethal, but I already kind of have the option, again, this turn, I can swing all and, like, trade one of these for 2 or 3 damage, so I don't know. I'm not sure if it was right or wrong. But we made it up to 3 wins. Oh. Let me look at that 2-mana 4/4. It was okay in this game, but nothing special. And it hasn't felt good in most of my other games. Maybe I just want, like, Aquatex Defenses or Wild Unraveling more than that. I think those are the reasonable picks. Yeah, let's get rid of this. And Aquatex Defenses, I think actually protecting Sig is pretty good. And I'm not very good at blighting because all my creatures are tiny, so this is just like cancel. As opposed to being more like a counterspell. I'm your daddy, the brilliant. This is playable, but I think we can do better. Oh, apparently not. Okay. Pitch, I think, the white card. This is, okay. Hexproof, end of turn, 1/2 permanently. Here's their Merfolk Nerd. Oh no, the Eclipsed cards are so good! This is a real Merfolk deck over here, guys. In case you wondered what that might look like. So this would make my creature a 3/3. I think I have to try to do that. Just hope they don't have anything. They probably do. They probably don't have nothing. They probably have something. But I mean, I think I need something to go right for me. Plains is great. A 6-mana spell after it is maybe not so great. It does draw some cards eventually. Yeah, I guess in some... This is sort of... I mean, we're close to being able to cast it. If I draw a land after it, I can play it. And if I don't, well, then I'll have stuff to do until I draw a land. So I could just bounce their 3/2. Or I could develop a 4/3. I just want to bounce their thing, slow the game down. Okay, it's killed. They're better than I am at like closing out the game, it seems. Not a moment too soon. Oh, they kept it on top. I forgot that it doesn't go directly on top, it goes second top. So they chose to keep it. Okay. So I control a fairy, which means that this has flash. Yeah. I guess I'll attack. They don't look like they're going to attack into this, and I would like them to attack into my 4/3. It's kind of a suspicious attack, since this is a great blocker. But they may just think I'm stupid. That's my hope. Keeping up a blue mana. Interesting. Oh yeah, that gains... Okay. Well, I'll trade them off, I suppose. I do want a land. I don't want this. It's only going to draw one card, huh? Kind of a bummer. I didn't realize I didn't have a white card. Maybe I should have just bottomed it. But as it is, I mean... No. If I hit a land anyway, I'll be glad I binned this. If I don't hit a land, I'll have something better to do, then I can delay this until I maybe have a white card. Is a 1-mana blue pump effect? No. Okay, I drew a plains, so I guess... Where's bonking down a 3/3? So I may as well attack with this. I guess I'll draw first. Maybe it'll change my mind about whether I want to attack or not. Definitely glad I binned that land earlier. I mean... I'm not winning a race right now. I have one decent blocker back. But the question is, are they going to want to attack with this? Because if so, they could kind of attack with everything, and I'd like to have 2 blockers. I think they're not. And also, if they did that, like, let's say they did attack with everything, maybe I'd be happy enough just eating this 2/2. Well, Aquatech's defenses has been stupendous this game. Just as, like, a flash enchantment, I don't even care about the hexproof, which I think is the main thing I put it in the deck for. What is this? Ooh. Draw 3? 4? Oh, they have, yeah, white, blue, green. And black! The fairies are black. Wow. That's gross. I don't know that I can recover from this. Oh no! Speaking of things I can't recover from, they just drew a bunch more cards. Ugh. Yeah, this is a real deck over here, guys. I think I'm not playing a real deck. My opponents before this have not been playing real decks. This is a real deck. Maybe the Goblin guy was playing a real deck? I don't know. I'm not going to concede yet, but I don't really know what I could possibly draw that would beat this. Okay, I will concede it this time. So this was actually more of a Vivid deck than a Merfolk deck. I mean, I don't know that they had a Shine Striker in their own deck, but like they had this blue-green thing, they have a white thing. No, you know, this does look more... No, they look really Merfolky. It just so happens that they met, like, Vivid constraints. And I gave them the ability to copy a Vivid card. Also, is this new? Like, the colored hexproof indicators on these guys have been around for a while, right? It's just like the hexproof thing, but in a different color. But the color indicators on them, like this raindrop and skull, I think are new. I don't remember seeing those on hexproof from colors before. Maybe I just never noticed them, but I think they're new. All right. Well, 3 wins. That seems fair enough. Given that I played blue-white, like not really Merfolk. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll do another couple drafts of this probably, and that'll probably be the end of it for the channel, and then I'll do a bunch more of them off camera, but like I said at the beginning, they're not very popular, and it's a lot more work. I don't know. It's a bigger time commitment to do them on camera, and like, I don't know, it's nice to just kind of screw around in between games or whatever, which I would have to use editing to fix if I wanted to do this on camera. Anyway, whatever. Point is, probably not going to be very many more. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.